All right. Last time we were here, you guys were hunkering down in Barksville after narrowly avoiding capture, and detention and death, or whatever else might have happened to you. Your heroes rest for a bit before setting out the next day to help Ryia refit herself into adventuring shape. A quick stop over the Veilwalkers Guild Hall turns into a chore and task that's gotta be completed. Before getting into the nitty-gritty, she takes a break, going over to the local phone shop, purchasing a new model capable of being used as her spell focus and as her spellbook. And afterwards, she spends time learning some spells that the guild has made complementary to her, allowing her to regain some of her capabilities. All in the meanwhile, the other side of the party decide to take a deep dive into the clone of Damien Valinsky's mind. They seek some kind of evidence, or trail, or hint, something to notate what Damien was doing or where to find him. Setting up the rigs, the tubs, the terminals, Darwin and Shell jack in and net run into the mind of this dead body. The entire experience is cluttered and overwhelming. Memories overlapping with each other, sights, sounds, all senses overloaded. It's hard to focus or have completely different paths. It's hard to focus as Darwin and Shell have completely different paths, separated by something connected only by Zeneca at the helm. Unbeknownst to them, Zeneca is terrible with computers, doesn't know how to work a complicated system like netrunning. Darwin begins to drown in the memories of Damien, everything convalescing together, blending, remembering. Were all of these his memories, or were they new ones? Who is Darwin? Where does he begin, and where does Damien end? Darwin sees one last memory in strikingly vivid detail as all of the others wash away. Sits in a reclined position in the chair, takes a sip of coffee, brings up a magical orb in the other hand, observes it before putting it down, keeping his gaze the same level. At a distance, you can see a computer screen with the visage of the cracked moon on screen. And soon enough, he utters the words, "Soon you'll see," before he jacks himself unconscious. Terrible phrasing, excuse me. And he blacks out.
Well, that was clear.
I didn't plan that one. Shell tries to concentrate on something else, but making no progress with general thoughts. Something wrong happens. Shell doesn't know what, but from the outside, Damien is melting, and his corpse is being put under extreme duress. Everything begins to quiet and darken for Shell. In that emptiness, he finds something deep, something highly private. In these memories, kept away is a small lockbox with a contract inside. Though we can't discern the words in this dream state, we can discern the logo for Vector Technologies. Darwin is able to create a backdoor for Shell to exit, executes on this override command to pull him through. But, like in his own words, Shell is a little nosy. Tries to resist, ultimately getting sucked back out. But just before he does, you can see the shards of memory reappear. In their reflection, not only Damien, but now Darwin. People vanishing and reappearing and blurring into other forms and figures. These memories are mixed and confused. And above it all, there's something very disturbing that bothers Shell about all of these things. As Shell comes out, Ryia is reuniting with the party back at the apartment. A few moments later, everyone talks things over and decide to get a good night's rest. And in the day tomorrow, decide to see about the money problem. Now, we're all here. Our heroes have had a long rest. It is the next day, and we see them at level 2. We have capabilities here that are quite exciting, I think, but we can go over these quite quickly. Darwin, you've become level 2. What are the new capabilities that you have at your disposal?
Yes, that's level 2. Oh, before we continue on, earlier your mic was a little bit staticky or sounding like it was like popping.
Oh god,
Given
yeah.
the recap.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
It sounds okay now, but
Just a wee bit.
yeah, while you're giving the recap, it was like crackling the entire time.
Ah. No idea why that is. Okay. Well, you said it's fine now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it.
If it gets like that again, I'll let you know. But we'll
Yeah.
all let you know.
Please. I have an idea,
You'll-
but I'm not going to test it
You'll
right now.
all see.
We'll all let you know. Oh man, my brain, my brain is ruined.
Ruined?
Ruined. It's ruined. Yeah, I told you guys this thing is weird. Level 2. At level 2, I get access to techno points.
Right.
I also get a new program. Skill? Program.
Yeah.
Called.
Yeah, for sorry to interrupt you there real quick. For everyone that is listening, Darwin is playing a custom class called the Technomancer. They're able to influence technology in a similar way that people would be able to use spells, but they have influence over technology instead. What was that new program that you learned?
Yes, it is called False.
False.
Yeah. False. It's just false.
Yep, it's called false. That's true.
It's just called false. False. You gain
Sure.
advantage on charisma checks against a target entity without sentience. That's what it
Great.
does.
Can't wait to see you convince a toaster to not come up again.
You're human. Oh man.
All right. Ryia, you have some new capabilities as well.
Hello, yes. Where to begin? So Ryia has decided to become a karma-mancer. I say decided to, but fate decided this, not the player. I think in Rhea's mind, when she uses her magic, she's always kind of just picking a possibility out of existence. And it's just like, this person is normal, they are not on fire. If we explore another path, now they are on fire. This kind of ideology has kind of manifested towards Ryia, kind of, I don't know how to word it, like sharpening her magic. Now, whenever she casts spells, these purple strings appear in the air that she plucks to kind of cast the magic. And as a result of accessing these, what I call threads of fate, I can now use them to use my brand new luck pool to alter the roles of those around me.
Yes.
Together, along with spells like Silvery Barbs, I am ready to change fate.
Ready indeed. As mentioned to you before, I also updated the feature for you since you have officially joined the Veilwalkers Guild, becoming an initiate of the Veilwalkers. We'll see what happens if you continue to climb the ladder there. Now, we'll move on. Shell, what new capabilities do you have?
Well, I can cast shield. And I have
Nice.
sorcery points.
Oh yeah, love
Uh,
a
only-
free spell slot.
Yeah. Just one, but I'll take it.
Yep. It's good enough, right?
Yeah,
Good enough.
sorcerers are pretty simple in the beginning, I feel.
Well, level 3 is pretty hard, but yeah. Having to pick out your sorcerer's stuff. Just so many options.
Yeah.
And I believe I have homebrewed a couple more for you, if I'm not mistaken. I've made so much that I don't remember. Yeah. But yes, sorcery points, very nice. Zeneca, what have you got in your toolbox?
Zenika's a bit of a basic bitch here, so she got cunning action. So for a bonus action, she gets a bonus action to either dash, disengage, or hide. And then she got more hit points.
Yeah.
I might have misunderstood. Did you bump me up beyond what my max would normally be?
No?
Okay. I misunderstood what you said. You were just updating it. That's fine. I thought I had done that myself, but I guess you did it on your end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we're good. We're good.
Okay. You say basic, but cunning action is like a rogue's bread and butter.
Mhm.
It's like
I just mean I don't have any fancy, unique spells or homebrew stuff. I'm a rogue.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
you use it every round.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm not saying it's not helpful. I'm just saying it's not fancy.
I getcha.
I don't
Not yet,
understand the
anyway.
distinction. I feel like they're all fancy. It's both all fancy.
You're fancy. Got 'em.
Yes. And here we are. As everyone has rested, you should already have everything filled up to the maximum. If not, please do so. And for everyone here except Shell, I have to tell you something.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody except Shell. As you guys all rested at Shell's penthouse here, you guys all received the well-rested benefit. So, what this means is for everyone except Shell, because this is just your
This is my
normal
home.
house.
Yeah.
So this is above your normal means of comfort at all. Everyone receives 1 lucky die
Ooh.
until long rest. If you long rest before using it, it's gone. So you better use it. Better use it.
What
Okay.
what do lucky die?
It's a
Let's
reroll.
reroll.
Cool.
So definitely good stuff in your back pocket.
Okay. So, we are here in Shell's apartment. Kara is not here. Seems like she left early in the morning already. So you guys are left to your own devices. Oh no, sorry, she left yesterday. Apologies. Does anyone have anything they'd like to do, or volunteer to go first? Loaded question.
What time is this? Is this the next morning?
It is the next morning, yes.
Oh, okay.
Has Zeneca, I know she was checking the job boards, but I didn't accept anything last time, right?
No.
But I still have the 1 active.
Yeah.
Okay. If everyone's okay and their brains aren't melting, Zeneca would potentially peace out to go take care of her job. Call me when you guys need me.
Do you... Oh, apologies. I shouldn't even be asking if you have the credits to ride the maglev. You have a fancy
I
new
do not, but
annual
I've got a
pass.
fancy pass.
Yeah. Would you like to upgrade that to a annual
No.
century
No,
pass?
just no.
Okay.
So would be good.
I'll be lucky if I live to a century. I don't even think Silkwood's live that long.
And it's not the average, but you can definitely live long.
Not with her lifestyle.
Fair.
I feel like you have a better lifestyle than most.
Not if she keeps turning into a cocaine moth.
Debatable. Debatable.
In any case.
In any case.
Yeah, she's taking Kitty and going.
So you're gonna go and finish up that one last job. How are you gonna spend all day doing gigs?
I will take them one by one until the rest of the party calls me back.
So I'm actually treating this like downtime. So
Okay.
If you're doing gigs as your downtime activity, like that's your downtime activity. If it gets interrupted, like it does, but
Yeah.
if you're
Like,
doing
she'll
like
answer
one
her
by
phone,
one, yeah.
Like, she'll answer her phone, she will, like, I don't think she'd necessarily, like, load herself up knowing that there's still shit that needs to be done with the party at some point, but she just at least wants to finish up this one job. And then if she hasn't heard from the party by then she'll, keep accepting. Because she's got 6,500 credits to pay off.
That's not that much.
To her, it's a lifetime.
That's not that much. Okay, so you're doing gigs as your downtime activity here. Right. Are you bringing Nyx with you or leaving them in the penthouse?
I'm taking Nyx with me.
Okay.
Back to the baby Bjorn.
As you're getting ready to leave and pick up Nyx, they will ask, "Are you my mother? Did you create me?"
No, sweetie.
Then I prefer not to be coddled.
All right.
Wowie.
No more baby Bjorn.
Thank you. She walks beside you.
All right. Though, just so you know, on the Maglite, there's a good chance that I'm gonna have to swaddle you again just for pet protocols.
Then I would prefer to say,
Seneca looks at everyone like, take care of Nyx.
I have work.
I also have work. Oh man, I got a company to run. I forgot.
I was going to stop by the guild and touch up on my duties, but she kind of rolls her eyes. I suppose I could be troubled.
If you're sure. Call me if you need anything. Nyx,
Sure thing.
Nyx, behave and don't connect to the net.
they just look at you.
I hope that's an agreement.
And no reply from them.
Ryia, just don't let her connect to the net again. That was not good.
Ryia is on her phone, kind of scrolling, but she nods.
Worst babysitter ever.
I'm extremely uncomfortable leaving this cat and Ryia alone in my house.
I do not believe I am your child. You are not my mother.
No, but I am your caretaker.
That was not my decision.
Yes, well, we're here now, aren't we?
I see. I understand.
Cat really hit you with a. I didn't ask for any of this.
When did my
Angsty-
cat become
real
an emotional
mom.
teenager?
Yeah, a la angsty teen.
You're not my mom.
Yeah.
You're not my real mom.
Yeah.
Zeneca is like a little bit hurt by this, but she carries on with what she has to do.
So you leave to go take care of your gigs for the day. Who else is doing stuff?
I was messaged by my boss. He wanted to speak with him, so I gotta do
Yes.
that.
Okay. So you're gonna go into the office today.
Yes.
Going straight there? Doing anything in between?
No, not today. I'll go there. I'll grab like coffee on the way for Kara and myself, but aside from that, that's it.
You make your way over to your company office. Darwin, you also said you have work. Are you going to check in at the office, or are you going to work by phone today?
Is there anything happening at the office that would like require my like immediate attention, or would require me to like actually be there? They had like a.
Did you
Just like
finish
the-
that question there? Or...
I didn't know where I was going with that.
He's sleepy.
Whatchamacallits? I think I won't actually go in because it's just past the beginning of the month, right? So we probably don't have a lot of stuff aside from just like regular bookkeeping type of things.
Sure.
I really just like the way that you said sure.
Yeah, that was intentional. It is Monday, March the 3rd. So it is the beginning of the week, and it is the beginning of the month. There's a lot of tasks that need to be taken care of, and you do know that if you're in the office, things often get done quicker. Because you're available and there on the premises.
I need to get like signatures and stuff too, huh?
Yep.
You know what? Maybe I will go into the office today, actually.
He's a working man.
I'm a working man.
Okay. Is that a final decision there? You're going in.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way over
Afterwards.
to your business that you have acquired. And Ryia, are you staying at the penthouse today?
Yes, I will make good on my word and watch over Nyx.
Very well. Okay. I'm gonna save Zeneca for last because she did state that she wants to make sure all of the gigs get done and she's not interrupted. So we'll see how much she's able to do before I pay her out for the gigs that she's accomplished.
Mhm.
So, Darwin, as you make your way back over to the maglev, it asks if you want a sentry pass. and you just leave it on red, not even acknowledging it, as you're riding over to the station in Barksville, making your way over to Everything, the office that you had acquired after your boss, the company manager and owner, had just suddenly gone missing. Immediately as you walk through the door, the entire office bombards you with papers ready to be signed. There are literally almost every single person, except for the information gatherers, are asking you to sign off on work.
Man, it never stops. Of all these like these documents that they want me to sign off on, these are like all jobs and stuff, right?
They're all jobs.
They're all jobs, okay. Is there anything that like piques my interest or catches my attention in any of these jobs?
What would catch your interest or catch your eye?
Something that would be like particularly like. Do you remember that last job that I had a really tough time deciding on?
Yeah.
Where it was like involve perhaps the death of a person,
Right.
of a being. Yeah, something along those lines.
So, just going to reinstate for you, right? Your before you became the overseer of the operations here, you mainly did investigatory and consultation work, so you weren't really doing a lot of high danger or active stuff, but that is all stuff that is common in your firm. And before, you were only automatically signing off on stuff that you know, which means only all of the safe stuff. So right now, about 2/3 of the firm is not getting signatures.
Oh. Of these, the non-safe things, are they pretty big contracts? Because those usually bring in like the most amount of.
Yeah, the
credits.
more dangerous ones definitely, like it definitely does bring in a lot. But to say that they bring in more is debatable because there are some very high profile clients and like very high profile like undercover work that you've done, right? So depends on the client, depends on the work.
The boss is hard.
Well, being a boss is hard, yeah.
I will sign off on all the ones that are kind of like repeating contracts. So I'm sure like some of these like riskier contracts.
Yeah,
are,
if
like,
you're signing
ones
off
that
on
are just, like,
repeating,
not-
that also includes some dangerous ones because there are also repeating dangerous contracts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what are you not signing off on?
Anything that came in that's like just new and dangerous. Sounds really exciting. New and dangerous.
Okay. 16 of these contracts get signed off. Everyone begins to work immediately. There are still 9 that are waiting and pending.
When I look through some of these contracts, are any of the contracts relating to like megacores, perhaps?
7 of them.
More than I thought it was gonna be. Any having to do with? I'm trying to do like a sort of like a filter, but
Right. The thing is,
Filters
like,
on
your
that.
firm works
Okay.
with pretty much everyone, so
yeah, I figured as much. Anything having to do with a vector core?
it seems like Vector Tech is not part of the batch this time.
Ah. I'm gonna leave them unsigned for now
Okay.
until I can get
So-
back to them later on.
Yeah. Just so you understand, though, that is like 30%, 36% of all of the jobs going on right now is the ones that you're leaving on the table. To make it an easy business statistic to understand.
Pretty big percentage. Oh man.
If you want them to look for other jobs, you can do that. These are just the jobs available right now. You all also already know that there have already been 9 other jobs that have been canceled because of lack of communication. As in, you waited too long to sign them.
Oh. I mean, I'm gonna ask them to look for other jobs for now.
Okay.
Even though that looks kind of bad on our
That's
business for.
Yeah, new manager, new direction. Find safer work, right?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. You get this going. The security guy that you are oh so familiar with at this point, comes into your office as you're doing all of the sign-off work to get all of the work going, and he asks you if you're doing anything for next week. I need you to roll me a knowledge roll or a history roll. Either one.
History or
Knowledge.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Who asked this again?
The security guy at his office.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a check.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll knowledge.
Nice. As he mentions that to you, you look at the calendar for next week, and of course, you like completely lost track of time. March 9th is Severance Day. It's the national holiday that celebrates the success and freedom of spliced races happening next week.
Oh.
Normally, your previous boss would just tell people, go out and celebrate. Monday's going to be an observed day, so the people who celebrate, don't have to come in on Monday. Usually, it's a nice, relaxing day for the people who come in. Usually gets lunch for everyone, and yeah. Severance Day is huge in Barksville. It's probably the only district in all of New York again that actively celebrates with like barbecue and grilling out on the open streets. All of the roads closed down so that they can make room for like block parties and gatherings and like music in the open and celebration and dancing, everything going on. Yeah, the security guy comes in, asks you if you're doing anything for next week.
Does he mean company-wise? Is he just? Is he asking me now?
You can fairly assume it's company wise. He's kind of in that setting. He's kind of asking you, the boss.
Okay. Yeah. I'll continue like whatever our previous. I don't want to say protocol because it sounds really strict.
Traditions.
Yes, thank you. I will. Yes, workplace tradition of observing the holiday and doing all that stuff.
So because this is the big theme for this series, this game, right? Are you paying for this out of pocket? Because you're gonna get lunch for everyone who comes in to work.
I'm gonna get
the company to pay for it.
I'm gonna get pizza for everybody.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Great.
I'm just kidding. How much would out of pocket cost?
Like 500. Like your boss didn't just he got good food for everyone who was there, and for the people who celebrated and still came to work, they need hangover food too, so they need some good shit. So
yeah,
your boss also celebrated, so he also didn't want to.
500's not too
your boss
bad.
was a good boss.
I could charge this to the company.
Okay.
And get better food.
than you can afford.
That
Is that what you're
yeah.
saying?
It is a
Yeah.
company expense, I guess. It
You
makes
could always
sense.
take. You could always charge it on the credit.
Why do that when you can charge the company?
Because
That's-
then the company might go
Bitch.
under.
That's facts.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
what?
true.
Wait,
Wait,
only 500 credits? That seems like it's a lot to me, but I don't think it's a lot to the company.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of little charges add up.
Yeah.
It's okay. This one's an appropriate charge. It's a worthy cause.
National holiday is a worthy cause. I don't know if I've ever heard it being spelled out as a worthy cause, but yeah.
Like worthy to spend the money.
For the
Yeah.
expense.
All
Oh
right.
no, man.
Worth
Trying
it.
to
Yeah.
So, yeah, you make plans immediately. Your entire workday here is scrambling to get things catered to and taken care of in less than a week to get ready for everything going down. You send out the important mass email at the company saying, the Severance Day observance Monday next week. The calendar's like 6 days from now. Yeah. What do you want to do now that you're here? You're getting things taken care of. Is there anything specific that you want to look into or check? What else do you want to do while you're here? I should say.
Yeah, I do want to revisit looking for my boss. Has anybody heard from my boss? Bob
Not a thing.
Anthony? I don't think
Bob
so.
Anthony definitely was your boss's name.
That wasn't. Wow.
Bob Anthony.
Yeah.
It's just
Sounds
gone.
like he's got like a Georgia accent, like a
Bob
southern.
Bob Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah.
My name's Bob Anthony. Just
Bob Anthony.
Bob Anthony.
Can I task one of the information gatherers to try and look into what happened or where Bob Anthony went?
That's not really their job. So you'd be promoting them to an official investigator position.
Oh. I would like to task an investigator
Okay.
with this task.
Yeah, great. You go to one of the guys who's trying to find other work. Give him this task to do. I'm just gonna roll a flat d20.
Come on. Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
They'll get you some information by tomorrow.
we're twinsies.
Same wavelength. Nice.
Yeah. Aside from that, probably just daily upkeep. Try to keep my company floating and above water, but nothing I can think of anything else like right now.
Going over all of the data, you can see that if you were to just do absolutely nothing, you would have about 2 months more in just being able to pay people out before you just have to shutter doors. So don't have too crazy of a pool, but you do have some breathing room. Now, if you don't want the company to shut down in its entirety, you should try and work and get it to sustain at least somewhere around there, right? But if this isn't something that you want to do, you could just leave the company alone and have it closed down.
Does everybody lose their jobs?
Right.
Oh man.
Right.
Promote someone else to take your place, maybe.
Just
That's
saying,
true.
can handle
that
That's
is an
actually
option.
that is a good idea. Just like an interim,
Right.
like CEO sort of thing.
Right. Now, if you did that, you'd lose a job. So just be
Right.
mindful of that. Because this is your job.
Right.
Right. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
The
again,
stress is
intern
worth
to
it.
do like that.
Oh, the stress is worth it.
So where because
All right. We move from Darwin Darwin. Over to a quick scene with Ryia as you're scrolling your phone. Something catches in your mind, like you just remember a thing all out of nowhere. That yesterday the guy gave you your old phone back and told you that there was some corrupted memory in there.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do with that? Because you said you wanted to keep it.
I did. I had intended to get with Darwin to ask him if he could aid me in salvaging it. It just slipped my mind, so I'll wait until that.
Okay.
Or until Darwin gets back. I would also like to make myself a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got that good shit.
You raid
Question.
one of Shell's kitchens and find like 7,000 coffee bags and like 3 cabinets and like 6 different coffee machines. It's just too much.
Ryia actually does not blink because she's used to being catered to by a megacorp. So if it was anything less than this, she'd be a little inconvenienced.
Yeah.
So I think without even appreciating it, she just goes to like sift through the bags of coffee like she's fingering through like a filing cabinet. My favorite.
Yeah. It's also around sometime around midday where the hired hand makes themselves welcome into the home, begins doing some light cleanup. You notice them and they they acknowledge you, but they give you your space. If you're like walking around them, they would just like move out the way like before you even got near them. Like they're here, but you can just consider them invisible. They're just like cleaning.
They're doing their job.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. She wouldn't be rude to the help or anything, but she would acknowledge them and leave them alone.
Yeah. The entire time while you're like sorting through the coffees and picking something out in order to start grinding and prepping, probably as you're like tamping the ground, Nyx gets on top of the island in the kitchen and just begins to observe you.
When Nyx pops up, I actually greet it. It's a her, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hi, Nyx.
Hello.
She'll just go about making her coffee. Maybe humming to herself.
As the water begins to steep in and the brown liquid begins to pool at the bottom of the glass, Nyx chimes in quietly and asks you, "Will you let me out?"
I think she stops for a second, was probably using some form of magic to heat the cup, and then kind of stops. May I ask why you would like to get out?
The one you call Zeneca believes that I am in their care. This was not a decision that I came to.
So, let me think for a sec. So do you not wish to be around us any longer?
I do not wish to be barred.
Nyx, I don't know a lot about you, but you seem pretty... She kind of sucks her teeth for a sec. Pretty dang sentient, sapient. It doesn't feel right to stop you from doing what you want to do. But you do know that Zeneca will worry. Does that bother you?
It bothers me more that she does not see me as an individual. She sees me as a pet.
Ryia, like, goes cold for a second as she realizes some strong similarities between Nyx's situation and her former situation. Like, not identical parallels, but some similarities, and she says, "Whew. That's rough, buddy. You know that she'll be upset with me, but I guess that's not your primary concern, huh?"
She doesn't answer this.
Will you come back?
Would Nyx come back? I do not know if I would return to these premises. At present, the chains here are binding and stifling. There has been no reason given for me to return.
I'm sorry, I know you mentioned you wanted to leave, but the more you speak, the more intrigued I get. You seem to have the concept of a mother, but you do not acknowledge Zeneca as such, is that correct?
They did not create me. They are not my mother.
Do you know who did create you?
I do not.
Do you care?
I wish to know.
I think Rhea's getting increasingly moved by Nyx.
Worst babysitter ever.
Well, to be fair, most babies aren't basically adults mentally. Nyx, will you, before you go, or perhaps after you go, will you help me?
Do you require help?
I have a situation that would help me help you, help us all.
How can I help?
I understand that you may not wish to return to Zeneca, but I will have to work with her for quite some time. It would behoove me if her mood towards me did not sour. After you leave, would you please appear before her and tell her goodbye? You are not required to do this, but it would help me.
I do not know when or if I would return, nor could I make a promise depending on my physical situation. I believe promises should be kept. That is a saying you have, is it not?
It is indeed. I think Ryia makes a mental note that this thing is probably not omnipotent. If it can't just appear in front of Zeneca when it wants, I think that's a note she'll keep it in the back of her mind.
I do believe there has been a discrepancy between my request and your understanding. I have asked if you would let me leave, but I did not say I would.
I think she pauses thoughtfully, hand on her chin, kind of looking at it. Nyx, the fact that you asked me if you could leave belies some form of respect from you that I cannot fathom. So, by all means, do what you have to. I know I would.
You can see Nyx's eyes flutter very fast, almost like like their third eyelid, like shudders at an increasingly rapid rate.
Gotcha.
And they cock their head to the side, look at you, and then look at the coffee. You see their eyes glow yellow as they cast prestidigitation and make it warm again. Thank you.
I think Rhea's amused. She kind of looks at the coffee and then looks at Nyx, and she winks. But when she winks, she does prestidigitation and causes like a little star effect to kind of like, like when an anime character winks and acts cute, the star kind of bounces off to the side.
Yeah.
She'll do something like that in a very rare display of public cuteness.
Yeah. Her eyes flitter rapidly again, and she does the exact same thing, and a star pops out of her eye as well.
I think Ryia actually giggles. How charming.
We move away from this scene now, going to Shell. You come into the office. Kara is sitting at her desk, typing away, surrounded by her multiple layer of walls of 3Ps at her desk. Probably sticking a piece of chewed gum into a napkin as you're walking into the door, bringing in the coffees. Well, look who decided to make it to work today. Oh, being quiet, huh? All right.
A little bit. Do you have the rest of those 3Ps at your computer? What happened to those?
What do you mean?
From your place.
No?
What did she do with them?
I'm sorry, what are you referencing?
The 3Ps. I took them out of the house before the house went up in flames. I grabbed some of her more rare ones and more valuable ones.
Did you give those back to her? Because I don't think
Yes.
you did.
I did. I put them on her while she was sleeping on the couch at Darwin's.
Okay. She would probably have it in a bag somewhere. She would have put those on the desk.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Too valuable.
Very fair. I'll give her coffee though, and I've probably finished mine by the time we've arrived.
Yeah, you place the coffee on her desk and take a step towards your boss's office before she just swivels in her chair real quick and then crosses one of her legs over and takes the cup in her hand, takes a sip through the straw. So, how's Darwin?
He left for work this morning, but as far as I'm aware, he's fine. I'm keeping an eye on him though. A little bit.
Alright. See who can keep a better eye on him.
A little bit. I have Ryia back at the place, watching over the cat. I think Seneca's off doing work also.
Everyone's got some money troubles, huh?
Seems like it.
Why don't you just help him out a little?
I have been.
Oh, I see.
If things get dire and they ask, then maybe.
Sure.
But
Yeah, I suppose
they're not my
that's a little.
children.
Well, I guess I'll see when you're done with your meeting. Want to get lunch?
Yeah, that would be nice.
What are you feeling? It's like 6 in the
Noodles.
morning right now. Again?
It's like you ask me, and every time I say that,
Yeah, I mean, it's just every day,
I have a comfort food.
You don't have to be comfortable all the time.
I try new things. I just know what I like.
Yeah. Alright. Go on.
Thank you. So gracious to let me go. And I'll walk away.
You're welcome. You probably don't hear her say that as she's like turned around, but you probably know she said it anyway.
Yeah.
You walk into the office. Your boss is sat at the table. Normal expression as always. You do notice, however, that the voice receiver on the desk is on. Joe, good timing. Come in. Close the door.
Okay. He'll close the door and come in. He'd sit down if he like gestured him to or gestured or whatever. But
He would actually get up and then gesture for you to sit down. And tells you as you're sitting down, he begins walking towards you and says, "Apparently, I don't have the clearance for this conversation, so I'll talk to you after. Right?"
Alright.
Alright. He walks through the door you just closed, and you can hear a click as it locks from the other side.
Okay. Is this the board? I'm guessing? Like, if he doesn't have the clearance and it's like the board?
Could be. Hello, Shell.
Hello.
How are you doing this Monday?
I'm awake and I'm at work. How are you? Hates pleasantries.
Jubilant. I would like an update on progress on your situation.
There's been somewhat of a complication. We
Please.
found who we thought was, Damian Valinsky is his name? Asking
Interesting.
you the DM.
Yes.
Okay, but, the corpse ended up being, I believe, a clone. When we did, is it running? No.
Netrun? A dive?
Netrun? A dive? Okay, yeah. When we went in, we didn't really find anything that alluded to what may have happened or where the original him may be. So it feels like we're back at square one.
I see. Have you found no other clues or hints to his whereabouts or his activities?
I know he worked for was it Vector Tech? And I'm asking individuals.
That was what you saw in the dream. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me, my memory isn't the greatest.
It's all good.
Yeah, I'd explain that I, figured out where he worked at one point, I guess. Where he used to live. All these things that we found out over however many days or maybe a week that it's been. See, what is there anything else? I didn't see the thing with the orb. I don't want to talk about the orb because I don't know they're related. Am I missing anything?
I don't know if I can answer that for you. This is just kind of like them asking what you've been up to, basically, right? So anything you tell them is whatever they're gonna know. So if you think something is relevant or not, like, you have the choice of telling them.
Yeah, what I mean is I myself in real life do not remember every single little thing that happens. And it's I'm trying to be sure that I didn't forget anything. Because he would tell them literally, like, everything aside for, like, the shit about Nyx and the, orb and Rhea's personal business and the cloning.
That's like half. That's like
Yeah,
half of it.
so, like, those four things in particular he'd, like, avoid because it doesn't really matter
Would
to
you-
him.
Would you tell them that you've gathered a party to help you with this?
Yes, I think so.
Would you
That's
name
what was-
your party members?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, not at this moment. I'm gonna wait until, like, I guess we get more done, or maybe even until after everything is complete, whatever this is. We just need to find him, right?
The goal was to like find him to figure out what he was working on.
Find him. Okay. We have not quite figured out what he was working on. Okay.
There
Yeah,
was
then I'm gonna-
a little bit of conjecture in the chapter 0 when you met up with Darwin, where allegedly the activity was thought to have been something illegal, but that could be anything.
Okay. I know there was something about something being shipped around and there being a fake. Like a fake package or a decoy package, but I don't really remember the specifics of that either.
That was
But if
that was more of a rumor that Zeneca let you guys know about.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
Something she
then.
heard
Then
around town.
I will completely ignore that. Yeah, I think that's about it then.
Okay. Seems you have at least made some semblance of progress. Continue the work. If you find any immediately important information, do not hesitate to contact us.
Understood.
Will you be needing any more assistance on this endeavor?
I don't think so. Not at the moment.
Good. We will focus our efforts on vector technologies then, since that is the clue that you have garnered out of this week.
Thank you. Please let me know what you find out.
If it will help the mission, you will know.
Thank you.
You hear a click on the other side.
I sink in my chair.
The board isn't that scary, is it?
I don't know if he's never, it's only been like this. If
Yeah.
okay. I think it's just nerve-wracking.
No.
But no, I guess with that done, I'll like open the door or something to let him know he can come back in. Yes.
You open the door and your boss is like right behind it. So, you're done?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What was that about?
About my recent assignment. They just wanted an update on what was going on. I think they required more privacy than all of us would have allowed for.
Wait. The board gave you a job?
Evidently.
Okay, so that's why I can't assign you anything right now, huh?
Wait, that's it? So I'm... Okay, that explains a lot.
I was wondering. I have like 3 jobs ready for you, but I can't tag you on them. God damn it. Alright, I guess I'll have to find someone else.
Well, out of, they don't have to know.
What do you mean? You're gonna do these under the table? You're not gonna get paid then, you know that, right?
Okay, then never mind. Have someone else do them. Don't even let me know what they're about.
The automatic system. Completing a job and getting paid.
I'm no longer interested. It's not that important. I don't care. I'll dedicate my whole life to this one if that's what it takes.
Hey, you doing anything next week?
Is this about the Severance Day thing?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised you know about it. Not too many people remember it.
I really need to figure out a voice or something because my regular voice is not very good for this.
It's all good. Don't worry
I
about it.
was just double checking over the table, my bad. No, I'm probably not doing anything. I don't see the point.
Hey, so I got something to ask you. This is not about work at all. Well,
Okay.
actually, it's tangentially related. He
Okay.
closes the door as you guys are just like in front of the door, like in the doorway, right? He comes in, closes the door, and then locks it, and then puts his ear like right next to the door, and speaks to you really quiet. Mara's been on her phone all morning. You know anything about this?
Who's
like-
been on the phone?
Kara.
Oh.
Been like unusually happy. And that's fucking weird, because I heard her house got burned down 2 days ago.
That is, I'll have to check up. I don't really know why she'd be happy after that.
You think maybe she got something good on the insurance, or... I don't know, this seems suspicious, don't you think?
I wouldn't think too hard into it.
Really? No boyfriend? Girlfriend?
I have no idea.
They friend?
I don't really care to ask, if I'm honest.
Man, what kind of boss are you?
It's personal information. I'm not gonna ask her while at work, especially.
What does that make me? I'm asking all of these kinds of questions.
Makes you nosy.
Shit. And he storms out the door.
This is your office. Wait. Oh man. Why is my boss adorable?
You come out of the doorway and you just see Kara like looking at your boss storm out.
Just watching him rush.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Y'all making out in there or something? What happened?
And he's wondering why you look so giddy after you lost your house.
Oh, that's because the company's gonna get me a new one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd be pretty giddy too.
Make an insight check.
Oh, okay. Insight. Click.
The immediate insight check.
19.
She's not telling you everything.
Okay, I
But it
give her a
is
look.
a truth.
Okay, I'll give her a look that's like, okay, I know that's not it, but alright, keep your secrets. Bitch.
She squints at you to tell you If we're doing this silent conversation, she gives you the squint that says, "I am gonna keep my secrets."
You'll know when you're ready to know, bitch. Or when I'm ready for you to know.
It's been like 30 minutes since you've had that meeting and that quick conversation with your boss. Kara's already done with her coffee, just like the bubble sound when you get to the bottom of the drink is making.
Yeah.
She like immediately dumps it into the waste paper bin. So, what was that about?
It was about the assignment that we're currently on. They're gonna look
mean
into.
that you're currently on?
Well, wait, you're not getting paid for this either.
No.
Okay, well then I'll
I'm
pay
helping
you out. I'll pay. I'll pay you for this once it comes through.
She smiles and says, "Thanks."
Yeah.
Such a good boss.
What they do. What are you up to right now?
Oh, nothing. Just looking for new apartments around.
So they're letting you pick, or?
Yeah, they said I had to pick between a price range, so I'm trying to get the most expensive one that's close by.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you think of this one? It shows you just a random apartment listing.
Is it what kind? Is it just a normal apartment?
Yeah.
It's quaint. Looks fine.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Penthouse. So, what's the plan? What are we doing next? When's the next get-together? You doing anything next week?
Everyone's asking me that. No, I'm not doing anything next week. We're still working on what's going on. I don't want to talk too much, but I think right now it's somewhat of a waiting game. We need a little bit more information about this guy and don't know where to go or how to get it. And, I mean, the board mentioned looking into vector tech, so maybe they'll find something and come back soon with some kind of helpful information.
Sure.
Who knows?
Could you roll a straight d20 for me? Just a
Why
luck
is it
roll.
gotta be straight in June?
Yeah, a straight.
Oh no. Oh, at 13.
As you get back to your desk to start doing some paperwork, Kara immediately, she does this thing with her monitor where she doesn't turn it around. She just makes the backing of it go translucent so you can see through it to what she's looking at. Hey, look at this. And she pops up a news article for one of the local museums on the ground floor that says, recent incoming piece of work stolen. Unknown location. If you have any information about it, please call the museum. The piece is orb-like, and it is called a Tear of the Moon.
Alright.
So...
Well, that's something.
Can you do anything about this?
I guess we could question them. Where were they getting it sent from? Who sent it? Who picked it up? What happened in transit? Surely there's got to be something. Like, there are cameras everywhere, right?
You don't think it's the thing that we saw?
No, it absolutely is the thing that we saw. But what I'm thinking is, if somehow we get to the source of it, or like something, if we can piece together what happened between where it came from and what happened to stop it from getting to where it was supposed to go, and maybe in between we'll find Damien.
There's like two things that immediately I'm noticing here. You didn't complete the delivery, so we don't know who was picking it up. And Darwin's associate got offed in the hospital, so don't really have anything to go off of. Unless you want to go over to the museum and ask them about it.
That's
But what are they going to tell us?
Exactly, I'm not a PI. They have
Right.
no reason to trust me or speak with me or anything. Isn't Darwin kind of a PI?
You think it's a good idea to tell him about this?
I mean, he already knows about the orb.
Yeah, but I don't know. If I were in his shoes, I'd feel like someone was colluding at my company. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Over the table? Because I'm stupid.
Because his employee took the job under the table, like out of company record.
I don't know. I mean, if we keep a close eye on him, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, but we
Asking
can't keep a
for-
close eye on everything, right? They only got 2.
You only got 2.
All right, Mr. Cyber Eye.
I've only got 2 too, it's fine.
Well, this sounds like a conversation for 1 hour from now. Alright. Wanna go get that ramen?
That sounds like a plan.
Alright. You guys pack up your things. She takes her nice little purse. And very unlike herself, you can see her like texting in the elevator. She definitely has one of those like phone screen things where if you're looking at it at an angle, it's dark.
Okay.
No.
A little bit. Till you're being awfully suspicious.
What do you mean? I can't just be a happy-go-lucky girl?
On your phone like a teenager 24/7.
Young love.
So there is somebody.
No.
Okay. I'm literally asking for a friend. Boss
Who's
man
the
is.
friend? I might have
You would-
answers depending on the friend.
What's the name of my boss again? Does he have a name? I don't think he does.
No.
Boss man.
You've always just called him boss.
Okay. It was. Boss pulled me aside, pointed it out, and was asking me. I called him nosy for it, but
What the hell?
I know I'm
He's
a
nosier
hypocrite.
than you are.
A little bit.
Is that where you get it from? See your dad?
I don't think that's how that works.
Okay, well.
I don't. I can't.
You guys get out of the elevator and make it over to the company cars. You drive off to go get ramen. And just before we go to break, Darwin, you are in the middle of getting things organized and ready for Severance Day next week. Getting all of the catering and food ready and making sure who's coming in and who's not. Letting everyone know all of the normal work stuff for an observance holiday. And it comes up to be lunchtime. And as you're getting ready to just go around the corner, maybe do a food cart or like a local place, you get a text from Kara that says, "Hey, what are you doing next week?"
I told Kara about giving the day off to all of the people that observe. Talking about Severance Day, right? Probably.
Just said next week, so
Oh yeah. Didn't
Anything.
specify severance.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably implied,
That's-
right? But
Yeah, I was thinking it was implied, but I just wanted to ask to make sure. But I guess I wouldn't be really sure because it's not explicitly said so. I'll just assume that she's talking about Severance Day, and I'll kind of be like, oh, I'm just gonna have a little, I guess, party at my company in observance of Severance Day. What are you up to next week?
she texts back, "You're having a party and you didn't invite me." Angry frowny face.
I'll text back, you should come join. And then just regular smiley face. Emotion is so
Okay.
hard to convey. I'm like saying it with a certain emotion that I want to try to convey, but I'm realizing now that I'm just texting everything I'm
It's
saying.
just text.
So it's not
Okay.
really gonna work anyways. That's it? Okay.
Yeah, she just says K after you said we're gonna
The
take our break
nightmare.
there on the K.
Okay.
All right, folks, we'll be back in roughly 10 minutes or so. Go ahead and stretch, get a drink of water, get more snacks. Don't go anywhere though.
Neckies.